So this work is all about taking off the veils, keep unlayering, layer after layer after layer, and that's why it gets really ecstatic. Because the more we do it, the more relaxed inside of our own skin we are, the more we realize, okay, this is all going to come and go. But who am I and who is with me here? What is with me? Does anybody have any questions?
Yeah. How do you deal with the ancestral and inherited emotion that I find to be at least 80 to 90% of what affects my body and my mind and everything?
Great question. So she asked, how do you deal with ancestral, or what I might call a lineage experience that she says is about 80 to 90% of what she can perceive is some of the stuff that you made or some of the obstacles you come across, right? And I'm glad you asked that, because part of the purpose of doing this kind of work, and when I work one-on-one with a client, it's much easier to do it. I can't do it with everybody in the room right now, but we'll do a little exercise in a minute. One of the reasons why we do this is not only for the freedom of being in communion with our source, the divine, however we want to say that. Direct communion. No religion in the way, no thought in the way, no nothing, just pure love. Right? So that's one of the purposes, but the other purpose that's really fascinating is to learn about the themes that we came here as souls to learn. So in every single conflict, there is always some soul lesson there. It's sometimes called, like the silver lining, or whatever you want to say about that. So we don't want to jump too fast into, okay, I've dropped it, no problem. Because first of all, I don't believe you if you haven't dealt with your emotions. And second of all, we want to get the juice out of it. We didn't come out here to this planet for nothing. We came here to learn the lessons. So that brings me back to your question. So you are encountering that not only is this lesson personal to you, but it's a lineage of generations.
It's a learning, actually, from the disasters and murders and things that have happened along the way.
Yeah, it's a learning, she says, from all the disasters that have happened along the way. So each being comes in, from what I've been able to see, with a certain few lessons. And they're simple. They're really direct and elegant and simple lessons. And they all overlap and they work together, so that your lesson I can completely relate to, and yours too, although mine may feel a little different for me. And yours and your family lineage all lined up. These beings coming into a family in order to uplift the density. Ellen earlier talked about dukkha, dense space, right? Okay, so if we arrive here, I haven't fully worked out why did the dense space happen in the first place. However, it's part of the play, it's part of the Leela. We arrive here in order to learn these beautiful soul lessons. And they're very, very simple. Like one that really touched me, that I think everybody could relate to, is in a session I did not long ago, where the big revelation was, I need to be kind to myself. I need to be kind to myself. And that goes lots of layers, if it's taken seriously.